It's a popular idea to want peace, world peace, a peaceful existence, peace of mind. But sometimes peace is just not all it's cracked up to be, because what if that's not what your soul is seeking? If you've ever wondered what to do when you just can't find peace, then this episode is for you.
Well, hi there and welcome. My name is Remy, like Do-Re-Mi. I'm a best-selling author and creator of the Get Unstuck Revolution. I help extraordinary women with big-ass dreams just like you who want to get unstuck from a life that doesn't work and get to where you know you need to be, into a life that's filled with passions and purpose. Now let's get started with today's episode.
Okay, let me jump off the screen here and change over to my laptop. Today, we're talking about peace. And if you're like me, sometimes we find ourselves in situations where we just can't find any peace at all. We might be in a situation that has us swimming in indecision, or maybe there's some kind of conflict that just can't be ignored. Perhaps we want to be in the flow, but we just can't seem to stop swimming upstream. Maybe we're looking for success that's elusive. Well, if any of this sounds familiar and you're wondering whether there's something else your soul is seeking besides peace, and you want to know what that calling is, then today's episode might be particularly meaningful for you. Because there's something that most of us want, and that's success. And let's face it, we can't experience success if we're sitting around in a peaceful meditation and chanting Om all the time. Although if we can find the success we crave, we can often find peace and love and prosperity and all the good stuff within that success. If you aren't getting the success you want in full abundance, then maybe it's time to step into your power and create something unimaginable, something totally unreasonable, something that seems impossible to kick your whole life and all your success into high gear for whatever success means for you. As business owners, change makers, thought leaders, innovators, disruptors, or even if we haven't found the right fit in the entrepreneurial world yet, whether we're talking about our relationships at home or at work, or when we're talking about our finances, sometimes we're moving away from success. And so how do we overcome this? How can we find the clarity we need so that we can step into our hidden power and find success and peace and all these things that we want? Well, it's time to be unabashedly, unapologetically, happily untethered to ego thinking. It's time to allow the soul connection instead so we can broadcast our hidden power from the hilltops. So this episode is for you if you wonder whether there's something else your soul is seeking besides peace and you want to know what that is. This episode is for you if you wonder what the opportunity is inside of an obstacle. And this episode is for you if you wonder how to be in the flow when you can't quite get into the flow of things. Yes, these are episodes about how to find your hidden power when you want to transform challenges into successes. I like to call it the audacity of alchemy. Because when you're feeling stuck, it's never the situation that has you stuck. It's your energy that's become stuck in doubts, worries, frustrations, indecision. In other words, it isn't the pain of the situation. It's the pain of not being connected in the natural energy of who you really are, of being connected to that magical part of you that's a creative vibrational being who can use positive energies to create what you want and bring it into physical manifestation. Part of this process is to allow your manifestations to materialize and not get stuck in the negative vibrations that block them. These positive energies that we talk about so much are where you find the magic of alchemy, and using your hidden power means using these positive energies to effect transformation, because if you're like me, then you're someone who has the audacity, the willingness to take bold risks and transform challenges into success. So let's talk about this idea of transformation and the audacity of alchemy. Today, we're talking about how peace is not all it's cracked up to be. You know, it's popular to want peace, some people feel that it's an idea that the only way to have true happiness is to have peace, and others feel that it relates to our values. After all, we can't have peace if we're lying or being negative. Others feel that we can't have peace when we're so busy pleasing others. So this topic around peace, it's definitely a broad topic. My question for you is, what if peace isn't what your soul is seeking? What if that's what everyone else wants? What if it's a common idea, so common that we think we should have peace? The question becomes, what does your soul want? Some of us seek peace. Some of us seek love. Some of us seek knowledge. Some of us want to make a difference in the world. And it goes the other way too. Some of us are here to teach peace, to teach about love, to teach worldly knowledge. So consider the idea that for you, peace may not be all it's cracked up to be. For instance, sometimes we're in a phase of indecision. Something needs to be handled and we just don't know how to handle it. We see on the inside, I just don't know what to do. And that's a feeling that can disrupt our peace, right? So your soul may not be seeking peace. It may be seeking guidance. And so we're experiencing these challenges, these obstacles where we're seeking guidance or resolution. And it's important to remember the obstacle is the path. There's a treasure inside of each obstacle, a treasure. As long as there's conflict, there's also opportunity. Maybe it's an opportunity to create. Maybe it's an opportunity to grow. Maybe it's an opportunity for one of the virtues. And by virtues, I'm talking about values. Not just a value like compassion, patience, acceptance, but how can we put our values into action? Because when we do that, when we put our values into action, then our values become virtues. Make sense? When we put our values into action, they become virtues. So maybe the obstacle we're facing is an opportunity to turn a value into a virtue. Sometimes easier said than done. I'll give you an example. Let's say you have a challenging relationship. It could be a love relationship, or maybe it's a coworker or a business partner. But you're asking yourself, should I stay or should I go? Should I see this through, or is it time to walk away? We've actually talked about this before, that it's the wrong question. It's in the episode called When Faced with a Conundrum. So should I stay or should I go is the wrong question. The right question is, how can I expand who I am? In other words, how can I put compassion into action? How can I put patience into action? How can I put acceptance into action? What would that look like, and how can I grow as a result? I tell you, if it's a challenging relationship and all you want to do is run, this is easier said than done. I think I made a little rhyme right there. But that's why the obstacle is challenging. It's challenging us to rise above the illusion and become more of who we're meant to be. Not always easy. But in finding these higher thought processes, in finding this higher, more evolved energy, this is where we can overcome the obstacles and find true peace within ourselves, because then we're finding our hidden power. And you know, while I'm thinking about it, if you already know that you're ready to dissolve life's obstacles that are on your path to success, if you already know that you're ready to be a creator, then you might be ready for this amazing new tool to get you moving into some better patterns where success can find its way to you. It's called the Alchemy Matrix, and it's going to help you shape your destiny. It's an interactive roadmap designed to help you solve problems, dissolve barriers, and bring in a lot of clarity so you can create a future that you'd like to see. Just a brief reminder right here that you can sign up to learn more about the Alchemy Matrix at successcircleworkshops.com. I promise to tell you more about that in just a minute. So we're talking about challenges and obstacles, and how the obstacle is the path. The obstacle is a puzzle your psyche has presented to you in an external way so that you can see where you're stopping yourself. Actually, the more conflict, the better, because there's gold inside each struggle. There's a treasure inside each obstacle, a treasure of finding who you really are as a creative vibrational being who's able to transform challenges into blessings using the hidden power of positive energy flows, a vibration of positive energy flows that raises you to a higher level of thought. So when we can tap into these positive energy flows, then it will feel like flow because we aren't resisting conflict. When we're in the flow, we're no longer in resistance. We're more and more centered in who we really are. So just one more thing about the flow, and then I have an exercise for you. First, I'd like you to consider that there are different types of flows. We flow a thought toward someone, or maybe they flow a thought or an emotion toward us. We flow an energy toward the universe. We make an offering, an energy offering, and the universe can also flow guidance toward us. And then there's the flow. I like to think of it as a master plan that's flowing around all of us, and we can either jump into the flow, like jumping into a lazy river that just takes us on its course, or we can be stubborn and try and do it our own way, which, let's face it, is usually ego thinking. And a lot of people have actually asked me about this. How do I know if it's ego thinking or my own soul that I'm feeling? Because sometimes we just don't know what to do. How can we be in the flow and not in the trap of ego thinking? Well, one place where I see people get tripped up is in that popular therapeutic model where we're supposed to feel into the pain. Where is it within your body, we're asked? It's also a popular model to let the pain rise. Let it rise up through your chakras and out through your head. Either way, it's interesting, but either way, we're inviting the flow of pain. And maybe that's not a flow that we want to invite. With the first method, we invite the flow of pain into our body, and sometimes it just settles right there. And I see this especially with people who have suffered a spiritual injury or a trauma. And I've actually watched people do this where they drop down and feel the pain in their gut because that's what they're told to do. And then suddenly they'll get this look of panic on their face. And you may have seen this too. It's almost like in that split second, it gave an opening for ego to move in. And the reason is, if we've experienced a trauma, we often have these alarm bells going off inside of us, even with the slightest trigger. And so when a pain gets triggered inside the body, you'll see panic or sadness or whatever take over their being right there from their gut, and they can become paralyzed. It's almost like they're experiencing that spiritual injury all over again. And then there's the other method, the one where they say to let the pain rise out the top of your head, but you're still inviting or creating a flow of more and more pain. Will it actually rise out the top of your head? Or will it settle into your throat chakra or maybe into your crown chakra or wherever it is that trauma lives at a cellular level? For me, I like to just move over to a different playing field, and this may work for you too. I prefer to direct the flow toward a positive outcome. Now, we see this in PTSD treatment, and I'll tell you what I mean. What we want to do is strengthen and build brain patterns for healthy functioning. There's a negative perception that's left over after a spiritual injury. It's a toxic leftover or a toxic byproduct from what we've experienced. We can encourage change to happen when we focus on our strengths, or when we focus on what's right, not on what's wrong, or when we can find the positive or focus on the positive. You hear me talk about this all the time. What we're doing is scrubbing the leftovers and laying down new brain pathways for positive possibilities and positive outcomes. The negative flows or negative energies are replaced with positive affirmations or mantras, and these new patterns are built with just a little practice and discipline. And this is why you hear me share my favorite mantras so often and even encourage you to create your own. There's usually an immediate effect when we do this, and this is why in our workshops you'll learn about the Alchemy Matrix. You'll literally be weaving a new pattern for success into your being. We'll talk more about that in just a minute. Now, it's also fun to note that the brain changes more quickly when it can associate with joy and positivity, or even when it can associate with relaxation. This is all part of a PTSD treatment plan, and it works with all kinds of emotional and spiritual injuries. So I don't know about you, but this is the flow that I want to be in. When we're in the flow of positive energies, we're attracting positive experiences back to us, including peace. So at the top of this episode, I said that sometimes peace isn't all it's cracked up to be, because what can we do if we can't find peace? And what do we do if our soul is seeking something else? What if we're seeking love or knowledge or healing, or we want to make a difference in the world? What if we want to practice the virtues and be more of who we're meant to be in the world? Will peace get us there? Well, it's just really getting down to how do we overcome ego thinking so that we can find peace. Creating new patterns takes practice and discipline, and looking for positive possibilities and positive outcomes, and being in the flow of positive possibilities. But how, you may ask? So this brings us to today's exercise, which is more of a meditation than an exercise, but here we go. I'm going to give you a very short meditation, and I'd like you to edit it and fit it to your life and your business and your situation. Just like the affirmations and mantras that I give you, I want you to edit them for what works for you. And I'll tell you how to get the transcript of this short meditation in just a minute, but just for a second, just close your eyes if you can and listen through it once. It's only about a minute, and maybe it's even less, and so here we go. This is a meditation to clear negative energies. I call upon Archangel Michael and his legions alongside the Akashic beings of light, divine source, and all that is. Please surround me with your light and love. Keep me protected and safe as I order the release and clearing of all negative energies, and I ask that they be replaced with good. Please release and clear all negative interferences, thoughts, feelings, patterns, programming, and imprinting across all time and space, in all dimensions and levels, and all places and planes that are not in alignment with my highest and best blueprint, my spiritual growth, and my ascension toward the higher, more positive frequencies. These negative thought patterns and energies are to leave my body, mind, and energy field now and forever, and be replaced with prosperity and love and all things good. Please remove and recycle these negative patterns into positive patterns for the highest good of all, and so it is. Now, I promise to tell you how you can find the transcription of this meditation so you can edit it for your own life. You can find it over in YouTube. Now, if you don't know how to get there from here, just Google how to find a transcript in YouTube. And you'll notice here on this video pane, there's a YouTube logo right in the lower right-hand corner of this video pane. And so that will take you to YouTube. And from there, you can Google how to find the transcript if you don't know. Now, once you've opened the transcript, you can copy and paste it over into a Word document, and then you can take this short meditation and edit it to fit your own situation. Now, this meditation was to clear negative energies, and I'd like to give you one more, and this is a short meditation for strength that I'll be giving you. Now, as you listen to it, you can also replace the word strength with the word peace. You can customize this to strength or peace or compassion or inspiration or anything you'd like, even to be in the flow. And so close your eyes if you can and just listen through it once. And here we go. This is a meditation for strength. I call upon Archangel Michael and his legions alongside the Akashic beings of light, divine source, and all that is. In this moment, I connect with your strength as I remember the strength of who I am. Please assist me to continue on my soul's path and call in all the strength I might need to help make life as easy and effortless as possible, to be a positive influence in the lives of others, and to do what my soul has come here to do. Even in those moments when nothing seems clear and it seems like I'm not strong at all, I offer my deepest gratitude for the strength that fills my body and spirit now. I am aligned with the blessings of the universe for prosperity and love and all things good, and so it is. And so that's your exercise for today, to release negative energies and call in peace or whatever it is that your soul is seeking in this moment, so that you can be in the flow of positive possibilities for success. Yes, this is your invitation to step it up a notch and do something unimaginable, something totally unreasonable, something that seems impossible. And remember, to the universe, nothing is impossible. Well, I hope this helps you as you're using the powers of alchemy to transform challenges and obstacles into positive new successes. But if you still can't get your head around what's got you stuck, you can tell me about it. You can leave a question here, or if you're someone who has the audacity, the willingness to take bold risks, to transform challenges into success, you can find out more about our events at successcircleworkshops.com. This is where you can learn more and more about the audacity of alchemy and how to unlock your hidden power. You'll get a personalized, interactive roadmap that's custom designed to get you unstuck by unlocking your hidden power to create big, magical changes. You know, alchemy. You'll learn to solve problems, dissolve barriers, and bring success to you. So don't wait. Go to successcircleworkshops.com and get your personalized Alchemy Matrix package right now. Here's what you'll get. A full-color workbook filled with hands-on exercises to inspire your creative energies. Membership in your very own Success Circle for high-level masterminding and networking. Your very own customized Alchemy Matrix to unlock your hidden power and bring success to you. And your very own personal Unstuckologist. Remember, the Alchemy Matrix is the only tool of its kind, and it's only available here. So if you're ready to approach your life's challenges with audacity, if you're ready to finally banish frustration, indecision, and the negative spiral, if you're ready to watch success materialize right before your eyes, then don't settle for another minute of ordinary. Go to successcircleworkshops.com and get your personalized Alchemy Matrix package now, and watch the magic start to happen. Thank you for joining me today, and I'm wishing you a life filled with all the alchemy you need to bring success to you. Feel free to share this video with anyone you know who's feeling stuck, and I look forward to seeing you in one of our upcoming Success Circles. You can find out more at successcircleworkshops.com.